Hello? Right. I think it should be working now. It says I'm live. Not really sure what happened the first time. Just checking. I hear you. Oh, good. Oh, fantastic. So we're live. This is brilliant. Fantastic. Right, I think I'll just leave another minute or so to see if anyone else, if any other people are gonna show up. Oh, it's so good that so many of you came. Thank you, everyone. Volume's a little low. Is this better? Maybe if I move the mic a little bit closer. Is this better? Better or worse? I can hear now. Oh, great. Such good news. Okay, great. Okay, much better. Perfect. Oh, I'm so glad that all of you could make it for real. Thank you everyone for coming. It's really great. Happy Saturday / Sunday to you too, AIMSeekins. Just thought I'd give everyone one more minute or so. Might put a little tweet out letting everyone know we're live, and then we'll properly begin. So, I had trouble with this last time. Here it is. Just need to send the live stream link to everyone on Twitter. There we go. That'll do. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Well, I think it's time to dive right in. Right. So, I have a few things that I wanted to talk to you about. Well, we're going to start off with the updates that I wanted to talk to you guys about, stuff in the little secret message section, and then after that we're going to have a Q&A, and then finish off with wait, what? Yeah, so I'm going to do updates, then a Q&A, and then just chat really for a little bit more. And thank you. Wow, already AIMSeekins, thank you so much. Who else bought a bunch of merch? Yes, well, that was actually one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Thank you so much for your incredibly generous donation. Now, on to what I was going to say. So please don't go bombarding the questions in the live chat just yet, because I won't be able to read and talk at the same time. So I'm just going to start off. Right, updates. So it's been a while since I've done a big update for you guys, and here are a few of the things that I wanted to talk to you about. So, of course, as you guys must have noticed, that we're getting very close to 100k now. I think we're nearly 5,000 subscribers away, which is absolutely crazy. So yeah, 5,000 to go. It's getting a lot closer, and thank you so much to everyone who's helping me out, who's promoting me. I think since saying that in a previous video, my growth has literally, I think it's gone up by a fifth in about 4 days. So I was just incredibly impressed and incredibly grateful to everyone who's who's been promoting me and getting the word out, because it's really helped and it's really making a difference, and I'm really happy. And if we carry on growing it this way, I definitely think we're going to hit the target by Halloween. That's my target, to hit it dead on Halloween. Of course, earlier would be better, but Halloween, that would be so cool. And thank you, Jose Alvear, for the, again, very generous donation. Very much appreciated. So that's the first thing. I'm working a lot to just try and get content out as often as I can, and keep you guys engaged, and hopefully hit that 100k. So like I said, 100k will be the face reveal, which is going to be pretty exciting for you guys, I think. I hope you guys like it. I'm going to be doing some might be doing some kind of pre stuff to any patrons out there, sort of like a game maybe, to see if they can kind of, well, I suppose I'll have to explain it better to patrons, but there's going to be like a little teaser for patrons, and I'll leave a little teaser for everyone else as well, a bit before the big launch. All that I'm going to say to you guys though is that when I do launch these little teasers, please just please keep it to yourself until the 100k launch. Of course, you know, you won't have to wait around that long, maybe a few days and such, until everyone else gets a chance. But it would just be really, really cool if, you know, those of you who found out early, you know, you kept it under the wraps, at least for a few days. So yeah, that's something that's to come. Okay, another thing I wanted to talk to you about is the PO box, which again, thank you so much. It was actually the last stream with the kind donations of all of you guys that actually funded the PO box in itself. I went with one company and they turned out to be profoundly useless in the nicest possible way. I went with them because they were relatively inexpensive, but because of the way they operated, it was essentially, if you wanted to send me a letter or a postcard or anything, you'd have to send it to one particular place in England. But if you wanted to send me a parcel, that would have to go to somewhere completely different. So I don't really know why that works, and it was just ridiculous. So I decided to cancel that, and I went with the post office, which is the main company in the UK. However, they have this thing where you have to wait before you actually receive your PO box 100%. They have to, you have to go through a process, and that's what I'm doing. I'm currently waiting. So my good guess is that within the next 10 regular days, or maybe 7 days, we're going to have a PO box, and then you guys can feel free to send me whatever you like. I think it'd be pretty cool. You don't have to send me anything if you don't want to. Don't feel obligated in any way. But if you guys ever wanted to send me anything, feel free. And of course, because I'm doing that face reveal at 100k, maybe I'll even do some special videos. And yeah, I'll open the stuff you guys send me and talk about it. I think that'd be pretty cool. Also, I just want to give a big hello to everyone who's joined lately. I can't see everyone's name, but just thank you so much for joining. It means a lot that you guys have showed up. Anyway. Oh, another donation, £9.99 from Will L. Let's have a look. Will L. Mort, I love your stuff. Keeps me sane in a hectic life. Thanks, mate. Keep up. Well, Will, thank you so much for donating. It means a lot. Well, I'm very glad that I can help you with your hectic life, and I'll be sure to continue to do so. So yeah, that's update number 2. The PO box is going to be launching incredibly soon, and I'll let you know the moment it's out. Of course, the merch, as I've said before, my wife took a long time doing that. I don't know if you guys remember that I offered some consolation prizes after the prize draw I think we did in April, and those consolation prizes were the postcards which my wife designed. I mean, I helped a little bit, but my wife honestly did almost all the work, and yeah, it was, I mean, I really, really liked it. In a way, I almost felt bad sending them because I loved them so much, but it made me happy to know that those who received them enjoyed them and you know, valued what we made. So that's a really nice feeling too. But we decided we liked those designs so much that we wanted to to offer them to you if you guys wanted them, if you guys wanted to see them. Ashlyn, hi, I showed up even though I'm driving and texting. Oh, be careful whilst driving. But I'm so glad that you can listen. And again, thank you so much for your lovely donation, Ashlyn. I hope you're well. So yeah, and that's what the new merch is. There was also a design that Angeliki did for me. The last piece that Angeliki did for me was sort of like a Stranger Things t-shirt with my logo and the Demogorgon creature from Stranger Things that she drew. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I really liked that one. I've been waiting to launch it for a while. So if you guys want to check out the merch store, feel free. Again, please don't feel obligated to do anything. But even if you just have a look and let me know what you think, that would be really, really helpful, maybe for future. And Neha Chauhan, you should do a live story session. Well, I was going to try and add some of that at the end as well. Try and add a bit of story. I've been reflecting on some personal horror stories I've had, and although they're not as terrifying as some of the ones that I tell on the videos, they're scary to me because they've happened to me personally, as I suppose are all scary stories that happen to people. So I was thinking of sharing some personal ones to those of you who showed up a little bit later. So yeah, just wait and see. Funny thing, today I got a sponsorship email from well, don't get too excited, guys. I had to refuse it immediately. I just deleted the email straight up. It's from a gambling website. I think it's not good to promote that. But anyway, that's just me. But yeah, they just basically wanted me to lie and say that I gambled on their website and that you can make a crap load of money and say, yeah, I've gambled, like £100 and made 5 times profit. Really tell lies, and that really, really gets on my nerves. But I turned a bad situation into a good situation, and I started looking into gambling horror stories because I thought I've never done anything like that, and maybe there are some good horror stories. So I've been having a look, and they're more tragic than horrifying. When you listen to them, you'll think, damn, and you'll proper get the feels. If that's something that you guys would like to listen to, let me know. Otherwise, it's just gonna be my personal reading. But yeah, love to know what you guys think. So if you want to just drop a comment with whether you'd like that or not, it would go a long way, because it will determine a future video, maybe even tomorrow's video. But let me know what you guys think. I'm just going to read some comments in the meantime whilst I wait. Perfect idea. Oh, thank you so much. Any hope for future Black Eyed Kids stories? Those are definitely my favourite. Yogana, I think that we'll have some soon. I just don't really have that many in my library at the moment. But I do have a full set of Skinwalker stories, so that is something that's coming pretty soon as well. Am I going to do a story with Let's Read? Maybe. Lives are destroyed by gambling addiction and often killed. To be honest, I think I'd enjoy you reading an instruction manual for a vacuum cleaner or something. Hi brother, me and my son are listening. Hey Joe, glad that you're here. Thank you so much. I have a cannibalistic story I tried to submit, but nobody will narrate it. Suki, feel free to submit it. I'm not going to make any promises. I have to read it first, but I'm welcome to most things. I hate liars. Good for you, but we wouldn't expect anything less from you. Thank you, Bitty Bitty. Wouldn't mind gambling stories. Okay, yes, you should team up with Let's Read. Are these shirts going to be available in black? They're all available in lots of colours, actually. Blue Heron. Okay. I think it's good. Right, great. So gambling stories it is. They'll be out maybe tomorrow, maybe a bit after. But good. Really glad that you guys, that I've got the support. Lovely. So, additional updates. Let's see. Ah, yes. Oh, super chat. The first responder ones are my favourite. Thank you. Very glad to hear that, Roberto. I really like the first responders ones as well. I like putting them in with police stories because I think they're all quite similar. And I do have a bunch more police stories. I just don't like doing them too often. I like to leave about 3 weeks to a month between them, just because I don't want to saturate you guys. I mean, if I wanted to, I could probably do police stories every other week, but it might get a bit too much. So yeah, I'm gonna do a poll again, probably fairly soon, to let you guys decide a future video. I'll put in police/first responders, and if it wins, it might come sooner. Excuse me, and thank you, Roberto, for your lovely donation. So I was going to speak to you again about the audiobook that I have been telling you guys so much about and that you have not seen yet. Well, it's in production. It's all been sent off again. The thing is, the reason why I've been so ridiculously busy is because, well, partly because of all these projects I'm doing, but because I had to submit it, and I was really happy last time I told you that I submitted it, and then I had to wait, and I had to wait, and I had to wait, and then when I finally got the feedback from ACX, which is Audible, and they said, hi, yeah, there's one problem, it's the volume is too low, and so I tried fixing it, but realised that I couldn't fix it because it was very technical audio stuff. And then in the end, I had to contact a friend and say, listen, I have no idea how to fix this. Can you please help me? And it took a while, but we finally managed to get it. Turns out I had to download a completely new Adobe product called Audition and play around in that. And that's how I managed to fix it. And so then I resubmitted it, and now I have to wait again for the whole thing to pass, through the system. And once that's done, I'm hopefully going to get the all green, and then you guys are going to be able to listen. And I'm really, really, really excited. Honestly, I'm just so pumped for you guys being able to listen to it. So yeah, I'll of course let you know when that happens. And I hope you guys do take a listen. It's quite dark. It's very dark. Actually, it's extremely dark. And I don't often swear. I hardly think I ever swear when it comes to the channel. Like I say, like a few curse words, but not a lot. But on this one, it's quite heavy on the swearing at some points. So it will probably be the only time you'll ever hear me swear. It's funny because when I was recording it, when I got to the first like real curse word, I was just thinking, I just omitted it in my head like I usually would when I read a story, like la 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 la, no, not saying that next word, or change it to something else. And I was just a bit like, oh dear, I'm gonna have to read it. So yeah, it's pretty funny, to me anyway. So the Grumpy Dragon, he said hemorrhoid stories. The Grumpy Dragon, I would love to do another batch of hemorrhoid stories. I find them so funny. Admittedly, I'm going to tell you right now how many stories we've got for just poop stories. Poop. 8. 8 poop stories. Some people have submitted, but unfortunately, sometimes when I get submissions and they just need a bit of a touch up, I ask people to go back, reflect, and add a bit more detail. And I'm hoping to receive some more soon, so hopefully we can finish them off. And yeah, maybe hemorrhoid stories again. I think that would be really, really cool. I did like it the first time. Like I promised you. I said, if you get 100 likes, I'll do it. And you smashed it, so I did it. And of course, I'd do it again. Ashlyn, thank you as well for your lovely donation. I have a tragic story. Don't do what I've done in my life. Mort read one of my stories about my overdose the other day, and now I'm having to have a liver transplant because of my bad choices. So please don't be me, my peeps. Yes, I hope you're okay, Ashley. It was a very sad story indeed. Just, life is really, really precious and important and wonderful. So just try and enjoy it. And if stuff ever seems challenging or difficult, I find reaching out to people to be the best thing to do. But that's just me. I'm not a life coach. And I'm not an expert either. But, even the community that you guys have built is really awesome. I'm sure there are loads of people who just want to help. Hell, even I want to help. So if anyone's ever got any issues or anything like that, feel free to reach out. I'm sure lots of people will be happy to help you. Just don't be scared of reaching out, because it's not hard. Even though it seems hard, it's I suppose it's easier than you think. Just got a notification on my phone. I'm not sure what that is. Never mind. Aimseekins, again, congrats. I'm so excited to find about your book. At 100k, we can see you, Mrs. Mort. Can we see you, Mrs. Mort, and Pandora? Oh, who you've already seen. Are you going to get to see my wife? I suppose you could. I'd need to ask her personally. I'm not sure if she'd say yes. I don't think she'd mind. Yeah, I'll ask her. I think she'll probably be fine with it. So I suppose the answer is we'll have to wait and see, because I'm not my wife and I can't give consent on her behalf. But probably. And thank you again for your lovely donation, Amseekins. I keep mispronouncing it. I hope I'm saying it right this time. Steve Pitchy? Trucker Stories, please. And Blue Heron Guidance, Deepwood Stories. Both of you, thank you for your lovely donation. It really does mean a lot. Two topics that I love doing: Deepwoods and Truckers. Let me tell you how we're doing for Deepwoods. We have... Oh wow, we have we have plenty, man. We should be able to do a video very soon. Truckers. Trucker. Yeah, we have, 15 trucker stories? Yeah, 15. Great. Oh, one of them's a bonus story, so 14, I suppose. But yeah, those topics are definitely good ones. Definitely some that should be coming out relatively soon. So, yeah, no worries. They'll be out. They'll come soon. Like I said before, I do like spacing them out to not offer the same videos all the time. I do usually check 3 weeks, a month. I think it's pretty fair. Aimseekins, right? Aimseekins. I've got that. I'm gonna remember that. Aimseekins. Right. Good. Now, on to the next part. Let's see. Talked about that. Oh yeah. No, I've said that last time. Nothing's changed. Nope. That's it really. I have a few collaborations in the pipeline, which I think should be pretty good. But other than that, I think we can move on from the update segment. So now we shall move on to the... Well, what would you like? Would you like a personal horror story, or would you like the Q&A part now? I'll leave it entirely up to you. Let me know within the next minute or so, and then we can make a decision together. So I'm just going to have a look at what you guys have been saying. Hi, I don't care. Wow, you pronounced my last name right. Picky. What kind of phone do you have? Oh, it's a S9 Plus. I got it quite recently because my phone killed itself yes, it was quite funny. I was playing a song on my phone from Bob Marley, and then I wanted to skip it and move on to the next song, and then all of a sudden it just crashed. And so I took the battery out of the phone and put it back in, and like usual when it crashes. But no, it was dead, and it just showed all kinds of pixels and all the buttons wouldn't work, and I think the motherboard must have fried or something. Oh, and the reason I had to stop the phone is because the phone wouldn't stop the music, and nothing I did would do it. That's why I took the battery out. Which Bob Marley song? Oh, I honestly can't remember. I want to say Kinky Reggae, but it wasn't. I can't remember. I'd like to know. But yeah, my wife and I joke saying it's Bob Marley's Revenge. Alright then, so you guys have said the story, but before we do, Ashlyn again has very kindly donated. Thanks again, Ashlyn. Burning question. What mic do you use? Well, Ashlyn, I use a Blue Yeti. It's pretty nice. It's pretty good. I've had it for about, like a year and nearly 2 years now. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, the cable it came with, the original cable to connect it to the computer, it broke within about 3 months, and I had to buy like a special one that was apparently amazing because it was gold plated. And I thought, oh, is it going to be good quality? And it turns out it was, because it's lasted a really long time. So yeah, if you want a really good microphone, I'd recommend that one, just because I personally use it. But anyway, on to my personal horror stories. So, right, looks up Blue Yeti mic for no reason. Okay, that's funny, I don't care. Right, I'm going to tell you a story. So, I'm not sure if many of you know this, but last year, at the start of the year, January actually, my wife and I, I got made redundant from my job. I was let go. It wasn't just me. Pretty much the whole team I worked in, all the teams, because there was about 6 or 7 different teams that did similar stuff to me. We all got let go because we effectively, unbeknownst to us, trained our replacements, which was pretty sad. But what can you do? It's just business. It's not personal. And so we were told a day after my wife's birthday that we had to go, and we did, I suppose, after about a month. And then my wife and I thought, wow, this really sucks. What are we going to do? So we decided to go traveling, because we've always wanted to do it, and we thought, you know what, now's the time. So we did. We just took 3 months. We went to Nepal, China, loads of places. And some of the scariest things that have ever happened to me were actually on that trip abroad. I'm going to have to tell you about the first place we landed. So we left England, and we got on the train and then got on the airplane, and we got to Hong Kong, which was lovely, even though we were only in the airport. And then we flew to a place in Nepal. I think it was the capital of Nepal. And the plane was delayed about 5 hours, and we were just up in the air, and there was a storm, and we couldn't land, and it was a nightmare. And it was already getting quite scary. It was stormy, typical. And we landed at about 3 a.m. Nepal time. Oh yeah, Kathmandu, sorry, I forgot. So we landed in Kathmandu, 3 a.m. We were absolutely exhausted. We'd barely slept. We'd been up for ages. And we had someone pick us up from the airport because we were doing a trek in the mountains. And we were waiting for those people to collect us. Obviously, we didn't know what they looked like. We'd never seen them. And so we were pretty scared from the offset, and we get there, and there are these people with our names on them, with little papers with our names. And they're like, okay, come on then, let's go. And so they open, we leave the airport, and it's not like a big international airport like most of you guys probably know or are used to, but it's quite a small airport. And when we leave, because the airport it's just the car park is just outside it, the guy's car looks like it was made in the 70s and I don't even know how it was still going. It's pitch black. We're in a foreign country. It's 3 a.m. The guys, they don't look dodgy, but you don't really trust someone you just met. And we were really feeling a bit nervous. We get into this. It's not a taxi. It's like a personal tiny car. We throw our bags in and stuff. And then when he turns the car on, the lights don't work. And so at this point, we don't feel very good. We feel pretty scared. So we're just talking to ourselves. Okay, no, we're probably overreacting. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. He starts driving away, and then a guard comes over, and they're talking in Nepali. We can't understand the language. And then he gives the guy, like, I don't know, some money, some cash. And then he drives away. And then my wife and I are like, is he paying like the parking charge? Or is he just leaving and, doing something dodgy and just paying the guard off? Because the guard was like in full military dress, full military uniform. So we're already getting the jitters. And as we're driving through the streets, it's all like dingy roads. The lights of the car aren't working. It's bouncing up and down. It looks creepy as hell. And this is our first destination, and we are absolutely terrified. And at one point, halfway through the journey, my wife turns to me and says, try and remember the route, because I think we're gonna die. And I was like, oh my God, don't say that. Don't say we're gonna die. Don't say we're gonna die. It's gonna be fine. And the guys at the front just speaking in Nepali to each other, and we are just like, oh my God, what have we done? But then we arrived to the hotel, and it turned out to be okay. But still, it was pretty scary. 3 a.m. in Nepal, and yeah, we were scared. But you know what? We got up that morning. We had about 45 minutes sleep. No joke, 45 minutes sleep. And, then we got a bus like an hour later, to where we were going. I can't even remember the names anymore. To Pokhara, which is like in the middle part of Nepal, I think. And that's where we did the climb. Point being, though, it was actually alright. The people were super, super nice, really friendly, really great place. Would definitely go back, 10 out of 10. But yeah, when you arrive to a foreign country, it can be really scary, especially in those situations. Well, that was just one of the things. So, Rabido, thank you so much for your donation. Enjoy listening whilst setting up the haunted house. Oh, wow, you guys have a haunted house? I'd love to hear about that. I assume you mean like an attraction haunted house. And Sabinro, I am from Nepal. Well, Sabrina, you come from a really nice country. I really enjoyed my time there. Just the arrival was quite scary. I think... Nope. Never mind. Alright then. So that was pretty scary. There's also one other thing that happened. This was in New Zealand. So in New Zealand, again, this is on our holiday. We rented a camper van to sleep in and to drive along the roads on. And it was probably my second or third day whilst driving. And we had to do a crazy distance, about 4 or 5 hours of driving to get to our destination. I can't remember where, but we were on the North Island. Now, the roads in New Zealand are nothing like the roads in England. And having been to America and seen your super highways and seen the amount of lanes that you have, it's nothing like that. It is literally, your main road, your motorway or your highway or whatever you guys want to call it, is literally one lane for this way, one lane for that way. And there's no separation at all. So that in itself is quite scary. Our rental company said not to drive at night. Like all night, just carry on driving basically, because it wouldn't be safe. But they were pretty chill. So we were driving at night and we weren't really sure that we should be doing it. But we're driving and we're driving quite slowly, just below the speed limit, because, we're in a new country. We don't really want to take the mick. And, it was me driving, so I wasn't really super comfortable just yet. And also the police in New Zealand are, they're everywhere and they will fine you and they will seriously, have words with you if you go over the speed limit. They're everywhere. At least that's how I found it. But anyway, we were driving along. It was very dark. It was obviously just like a regular road. And as we were driving, this car speeds up and comes from behind us, this big pickup truck. So as we're going through, we get quite scared because this truck is right up against the back of our camper van, and it's lots of twisty and windy roads. And of course, we don't really have anywhere to kind of pull to a side to let the guy overtake us. Excuse me. And so we were just trying to find somewhere to let the guy get past us, but there was nothing because the roads are so bendy and windy. Literally on a mountainside, I think. And then the guy does the creepiest thing of all. He shuts off all his lights. So at this point, we're really worried because it's pitch black. In New Zealand also, there are no street lights. Forgot to add that. So we literally can't see him. And we can't see his vehicle anymore. And we're like, oh God, is he going to do something? We're getting pretty scared. And I have to keep punching my brakes just ever so slightly so the red lights on the back illuminate where the car is, so I know how far away he is. And at some points he turns its lights on and turns his lights off. Really freaky stuff. And after about 20 minutes of that, I have to just kind of jolt out onto a little turning and stop the car, and the car drives right past. It was actually pretty dangerous because I didn't notice that this particular road had kind of dipped. I'm not really sure, and if I'd have kept going, the van would have fallen over. So yeah, we stopped for about 5 minutes and just kind of composed ourselves and kept on going. But man, who does that? Why would anyone want to do that? Just because we were going the speed limit. And it was pretty unsettling. When I say it now, it doesn't sound as scary, but when you're living the situation and you can't read what someone else is doing and they're being dangerous, it is pretty scary. I think Kari's going, so thank you so much for joining, Kari. See you later. And Ashlyn, thank you again for your donation. Back to the Yeti for a second. How does yours not pick up static noise? Mine picks up every goddamn noise. Anyway, good night, more. I have a great long story coming your way soon. Well, Ashlyn, to answer your question, the Yeti does pick up the noise. I just try and go to somewhere in the house where there's not that much background noise. I use a pop filter as well, just so that when I use plosives like the P or the B, it doesn't go every time I talk. And what else? Oh, and also in Premiere Pro, which is what I use, there are some cool effects that you can use to take away your background noise. It's not super effective, but then you use that and you throw music in on top when you narrate, and honestly, you can't really hear background noise at all. So yeah, that's it. That's what I do. So yeah, those are some of my experiences. There are a few more. So yeah, maybe on another stream or on a video. See, I'm just having a look at the chat now. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to read it all that time. Okay. Oh wow, lots of ats. Oh, hearts. Thank you. Lots of countries, like he's talking, no lights. Mortis Media is a great channel. Thank you. 6 kicks, 5 tricks. Sorry, that's quite a mouthful. I have a hernia. I have to go to the doctor's checkup. And oh, I hope you're okay, Plague Doctor. Venikins Art. At Mortis Media, do you find yourself more paranoid since you've been doing these horror stories real life or paranormal wise? To answer your question, it's not really. You know, when I'm in situations that are quite scary, I think I would be scared reading these or not. But they don't make me more paranoid. I think they make me a bit more worried about my daughter growing up. Just because they do, you know, they do worry me. And I worry a lot about her. But for me personally, no, I'm okay. I think to some degree it might not really desensitize you, but you appreciate that even though it happens a lot, it's unlikely to happen to you if you take the right precautions. For the most part, anyway. Sometimes it's not inevitable. Sometimes it's just inevitable, I suppose. Just depends on the nature of what's going to happen. Someone said, what is your preferred Apple or Android? Well, I've never had an Apple phone. I mean, I've got a Mac. I like my Mac. Not a MacBook. It's a Mac, like a desktop Mac. But I've always had like Android phones, and I don't know. I can't really say. I don't really know. I just like the one I have. I like the model I have. So I think Android's pretty cool. I liked my old Android because I could take the battery out and stuff. And you know, put SD cards in, which is pretty cool. And I know you can't do that on Apple. But yeah, I think they're both pretty good. My wife and all her family have, and most of my family actually have Apple as well. So yeah. Sausara Z, I hope I said that right. Super excited to be able to make it for the first time, Master Mort, time zones and all. But just so you know, you're part of my daily routine, an awesome part. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your lovely donation. And it really does mean a lot to hear that, truly. Thomas Fries, thank you, Mortis, for your great work. You are my favourite. And thank you. It really means a lot. Seriously. Thanks, guys. So, Q&A time. Feel free to post. I'm going to try and get to as many as I can. I used to sleep to your stories every night to till my wife switched the shifts and she's terrified of scary stories. Never mind. But I'm glad that you enjoyed the most you could. And thank you for popping by. Natty's dead. Cool, I have Android myself. S9. No, thank you. Android is Bay. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight at Mortis Media? I have not, Daniel. I have not. But if he does wish to dance, I shall be ready. So long as I can leave the dance and carry on after. Let's see. Where are the alien stories? Belize Passion. I have someone who said that they were going to submit an alien story, and I'm just waiting on them. It should be pretty soon. I think in the next week or so. 6 Kicks Fire Tricks. I can say that better now. Did you read my idea that 2 Let's Not Meet stories for winners and 1 alien encounter for losers like me? I did read that, I did. But when I said before that I like to space out everything, to do that, you know, like Let's Not Meet Monday, Let's Not Meet Tuesday, or even Let's Not Meet that same week, I don't know, it just doesn't really sit well with me. But even when a story topic loses, I'll still do it. I'll just take longer to get to it. That's the only thing. What's your favourite type of story to read? Great question, Rabbito. Honestly, it's probably paranormal or cryptids. I always love things that I don't understand. And, you know, having insight into something like that is absolutely fascinating. For me, personally. Let's see. Yes, is definitely favourite too. Oh no, don't go away. I wanted to read the comment. Favourite too. Now I can sleep without one of your stories. Oh, thank you, Phoenix Fire. Favourite collab. Excuse me. What do you mean, favourite person, or the favourite one I've done? I have a lot of favourites. Basically everyone on my recommended list. I love collaborating with them. Kill Orange Cat, Being Scared, We Shouldn't Be Here, The Paranormal Scholar. People I love working with. What's his name? You know, he looks like Thor. Scott. Nature's Temper. Yeah, love collaborating with him. Lady McCreepster. All fantastic people. I'd be interested in some fair folk stories. Goblins, gnomes, fairies. Probably hard to source, but I'd appreciate the work. Inkweaver. Interesting. I did have some fairy stories in a previous video. I think there was 2 of them. Quite creepy. 2 or 3 actually. Now, it is in a previous video. I'd suggest you look at it. You'll probably be able to find it. It's probably like an Cryptids one, but they're good. They're good stories. Go have a look there, Inkweaver. But yeah, the thing is they're really, really rare. Like another rare topic that I'm doing is witch stories. I've only found 2 and it's been 2 years. The 2 I've got are good, and I'm not going to do it until I've got all the stories I need. But when I get them, I do the video, and they're really hard to find. But if I find more fair folk, goblins, gnome stories, I will certainly put it together. Are you going to continue with narrations? Autumn Lilithel. Yeah, every day. Every day. Since I've never had a Q&A, what are your rules though? Anything off limits? Well, just ask anything, but if it is off limits, I just won't answer it. But go ahead, have a try. Oh man, I think I'm getting a bit too fast. I'm gonna try and see. What type of hairstyle do you like? Mid-length, I suppose. I don't know. You get to see my hair soon enough anyway. That's the kind of like. Does your wife's feet stink? Nope. Hello, Element 115. Haunted highways would be fab. Good idea, actually. I'll see if I can find any. You should team up with Darkness Burrells. I have done in the past. I really, really like him. I'll see if we can sort something out. Have you ever considered collaborating with Hellfreezer? I have before. You know, maybe we'll be up for one again. It's just I haven't really had a lot of time to do loads of collaborations lately. I know I had like a week where I did 3, but other than that, I haven't been able to do many. Let's have a look. Who do you listen to for horror? Who do I listen to? Well, I don't actually have much time to do much listening to anyone. But when I do get a chance to binge, I do like the people I said before. Nature's Temper, Lady McCreepster, Killer Orange Cat, The Paranormal Scholar, We Shouldn't Be Here, Being Scared. Dr. Creepin is always brilliant as well. I'm probably forgetting someone, you know. But those are the kind of people that I would listen to. Let's have a look. I be at work laughing, thinking about the monkey story and the 7-Eleven one. Were they as funny to you? I assume you mean the monkey with the bat. Yeah, that one was a classic. I can't remember the 7-Eleven one that well though. Have you any stories of your own? I do. I think they'll come out at some point soon. My favourite stories that I don't understand is hemorrhoid stories. They are really good. Haunted Girl. Hi Mort, I finally made it. I just love your channel. You rock every damn time. Much love from across the pond. Thank you, Haunted Girl. Much love to you too. Who is your favourite YouTuber? I need to think about that. I'm not entirely sure. Look at my recommended list. Again, those are all people I really like. Who do you consider reading a story sent in from? Would you consider? I always read them. Just make sure that you add lots of details and paragraphing and punctuation, as that is really what makes a story good. And if you can do that, it would really help me out. Okay, I think I really need to start trying to get these as quickly as I can. Have you played Until Dawn? No. How old are you? 26? Have you seen Encrypted Monsters yourself? I have not. Thank you everyone for the compliments. Where do you find all your awesome stories? Loads are submitted. Loads of different places on Reddit as well. I have a witch story. Please send it in. Avril C. A witch story is not mine, but my mother's cousin. Send it in. Morty. Shout out to Loughton Crew. Okay, Loughton Crew. Loughton Crew. Shout out. Are you going to go see the new Halloween? Yes, I am. Have you ever had a paranormal experience yourself? I have not, but I am desperate for one to happen. Ever thought of collaborating with Mr. Nightmare? I have dreamt of it, Taylor, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Briefcase is awesome, as well as Dr. Creeper. Oh yeah, Briefcase, another great channel I love. Yeah, really good as well. Check him out. I love your collaborations with Killer Cat. Please do another one again soon. I've actually spoken to him about one. Hopefully we will get it soon. How tall are you? Not very tall. Luna Sax. How tall are you? How old are you? Can you say, let the darkness take control? There you go, Luna. How tall am I? Oh, I don't know, like 5'8" or something? Not that tall. How old are you? I'm 26. 26. I was 26 this June. And can you say, let the darkness take control? Okay, well, I've said that already. Thank you so much for your donation, Luna. It really means a lot. And I think your team Instinct. That is if it's a Pokemon Go sign. Good choice, but Mystic's where it's at. Anyone hit like except me? I'm showing one like. Have you ever considered reading Penny Dreadfuls? No, actually. The guy that kept saying the Antichrist was coming. That story is just a month ago. How awesome. Oh, yeah, the Antichrist story. Oh, your comments are brilliant in that one, in those videos. There won't be any more stories when the Antichrist comes. So good. I love that Antichrist story. Please collaborate with Fear Your Maker or Your Maker. His voice is soothing as yours. I'll actually ask him. Hopefully. I love being scared. He's cool. How mature do you sound? I'm not sure if that's rhetorical or not. Watch Viral Killer. Good channel. Okay. What format should I send you the stories? You can send it to me as just an email or a Word doc. Either's fine. Any staircase in the middle of the woods stories? Oh, Aimseekins. Yes, they are coming. I'm sorry, but they're coming. They will come. I'm gonna make a note on my notepad. Important. Stairs in the woods. Okay, that's saved. It will come soon, I promise. Right. Just having a look. I just really don't want to miss any comments, honestly. But every time I try and answer, I feel like I'm just taking 2 steps back. What's my favourite song? It's Fine Again by Seether. Hi, Mort. It's a lovely day in New Zealand. Love to hear your voice. Oh, glad to hear it. It must be spring now, getting towards summer. It's my birthday. Say it again. And by the way, New Zealand's a lovely country. It's so good. Yeah, Mystic. Mystic is the best. Mortis Me. How old are you, Mortis Media? I know you're born on June 8th, right? Scooby 26. Yep, June 8th. I'm having a look. Did you ever invest in that channel I DM me about on Instagram? The one that had the same videos as you? Yes, I did. I whenever anyone messages me about people having the same channels, I always take them down. I mean the same videos. I think I'm almost caught up. Sorry guys if I'm a little bit slow. Okay. I have a Warlock story to send in. Oh my goodness, please do. That'd be perfect. It'll sort of found the witches. Jesse Bear, thank you so much for your hard work. I never miss a video. Also, my cats love your voice. My cat loves your voice. She always lays her head next to my cell when listening to you at night. She's got a good taste in narrators. Oh, thank you. Neckbeard stories. I think that one's going to be good. Drunk stories imagining things. That sounds quite interesting. Have you seen the Amityville horror movie? I have. Really liked it. Happy birthday, Helsinger, as well. Hey, Jenny from North Dakota. Hope you're doing well. Favorite horror movie is The Ring. I love The Ring so much. Oh man, my dad loved Seether before he passed away last year. Fine Again is such a damn good song. You're right, Zoe. And I'm sorry about your dad. Really sorry. But it is a really good song. Love Seether. Oh, almost here. What is your favourite subscriber story of all? I'm not sure. Probably it's either probably one that I had about black-eyed children ages ago, or it's the one that I was sent that I made into the 2-hour long video, the mega one I did, the one about the ghost is a demon is trying to steal my soul, the one I produced with Lady McCreepster and loads of other narrators doing voices in it. That one was a hell of a story. Subscriber submitted. It was brilliant. Really, really liked it. Mortis, what about the fake deaths of the YouTube horror narrators, Killer Orange Cat? Any chance for a new one? Yes. Oh my gosh. I've forgotten to do the next one. Send next death of horror. Send next death to Killer Orange Cat. Thank you for reminding me. I actually owe him one. I needed to do that. So thank you. Yes, I really enjoyed writing those. So I'm going to make sure I do another one. Can you tell us a story, please? I will after in a minute once I just finish answering all these questions. Sorry. Did you ever get any ghost ship stories? I haven't, but I think I narrated one. Mortis Media, can you explain the audiobook? A lot do not understand. Alright, Scooby. So the audiobook is in production. It's just being submitted to ACX, i.e. Audible, and once they approve it, we should be good to go, and you guys will be able to download it and listen to it. So that's what I'm really looking for. But yeah, it's just a really difficult process, and it's very late. But when it's out, I really hope you guys enjoy it. And it's quite dark, and it involves technology, and well, obviously lots of gruesome stuff. But it is quite good. Ghost airplane stories. I'm not sure if I'll be able to find any, but I'll always have a look. My grumpy dragon loves your stories. Thank you. I'm 12 years young, you think you're more. Oh, that's cool. A song that makes you feel happy. A song that makes you feel happy. Spiderbait, Glock and Pop. That song always makes me feel happy. Why aren't there any ghosts wearing 90s clothes? I think there are. You know, I've seen ghosts. I haven't seen ghosts. I've read ghost stories where they're wearing some really strange things. Who is the woman who whispers Mortis Media? It is my wife. My wife is the one who does that. Oh gosh, I'm actually very bad. Okay, I'm getting really caught up. Bye for now. His wife. Hello from the Philippines, June Viloria. I loved your country, by the way. It was really lovely. Plague Doctor, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Susarazi, thank you for your lovely donation. This one's just a bribe more. Can you please release Killer Orange Cat collaboration with the 20th of October? My two favourite narrators together on my 40th birthday would be the best gift ever. You know what? I'm going to copy that down. Susarazi. Yep. Alright. I'm going to let him know. I'll message him tomorrow. Right, I've got a big to-do list now, so thank you. I'll try and get onto it, Zazara. I'll let you know. What do you do before narrating? Research and drink water. Tell a spooky black-eyed children's story. I will in an upcoming video. I think it's funny you cough or grunt during your stories. You know, like Metal Nazgul, they're not supposed to be there. It's an editing mistake. But when I do leave it in, I am sorry. You should do the Russian sleep. You know, I wanted to do a video on all the Russian sleep stories, like all the series. But, you know, when I have the time, I'd love to do that. Simply Catherine, thank you so much for your donation. Really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Almost caught up. Did you always know your voice was made for narrating? I mean, did people tell you had a great voice and just try with this? No, I actually always thought that I had a terrible, terrible voice and that no one would ever want to listen to me. Billy's passion. And when I started editing for the first time and listening to myself, I hated it so much I quit and only started again 6 months later. And I was like, nah, I really want to try it. And that's the truth. That's the truth. And FYI, my name is pronounced like Sue and Sarah put together. Sorry, it's difficult for you to pronounce, but you did well. Sue Sarah. I'm going to write that down. Sue Sarah. All right, cool. Thank you, Sue Sarah. Hello from Queens, New York. Hello, Lilith. Do you tell us you have really bad internet? It's because you have a really old router. No, it's because the building I live in London is just awful. And to upload, like for example, that video where I had my merch, where I was promoting my merch 2 videos ago, that video was 2.4 gig just because it had pictures on it. And I had to upload it from my phone because from my computer, well, from my internet in the house, it would have taken somewhere between 8 to 10 hours. And the thing is, I just don't have enough time to wait for it to upload. It's just quite frankly ridiculous. So, but they're not really doing anything about it, and it's just really frustrating. Jamie, hello from London. Hope you're doing well in Liverpool. Like me, you're staying up quite late. Hi, more windy Wellington. Will you save this live stream like last one because I was late and I think I'm about to fall asleep again? And Sims, I will. I'll leave it live for you guys. And I will. What will I do? Yeah, I'll just leave it for everyone to listen to. Don't forget to read my story to see what you think. Suki, I'm just checking my phone. Did I get an email? I don't have an email. Just verifying. Oh, I do have one. It's... I think this is you. Sent. Yep, only a few minutes ago. Great. I've got it. Don't worry. I'll see what I can do, Suki. Just keep reading, keep reading, keep reading. Can you do more 2-hour stories? I'll try, but they are quite hard to do. Yo from Southampton. Yo. Oh, I love Moose. Hello from Denmark. I'm tired. Thank you so much for your lovely and generous donation. I'm sorry you're tired. It must be quite late. What, it's like 2 a.m. there. But thank you for your commitment and staying up. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I'm all caught up. Great. All right then. Well, guys, we've been over an hour now, which is my budget, and it is 1 a.m. here. So we're going to stick around for a few minutes, and then I think it's best to call it a night. So feel free to fire away your questions. Will you save this live stream like the last one again? Yes, I will. Don't worry. I also just submitted my stories, Samantha Inkweaver. Oh, that's Samantha's story. It's not actually. Oh wait, is it this one? Suki. Yeah. I've got it. I've got Suki's. Okay. I just paid my mortgage. That made me tired. Don't worry, Tamara. It's, no one should feel obligated to send any money at all. I'm just very grateful for all of those who do. But please, no one feel obligated. It's honestly fine. The Grumpy Dragon, I'm sending you poo stories again. Do it, and you'll see that video soon, I promise. Hi, Mort from Alabama. This is the first live feed with you. I want to thank you for what you do. I love listening to your voice. Thank you, Laurie. I'm really glad that you enjoy it. How do you submit a story? Just send me an email on my Reddit. Either are fine. Hot dog or taco? Taco. Which city are you from? You sound like my brother. I'm originally from the southeast, but I live in London. More poo stories will come. It's been good speaking to you. I'm amazed you did this. Thank you, 6 Kicks Fire Tricks. See, I can say that really well now. Poop stories soon? Yes, Black Metal Nazgul. Poop stories soon. Don't worry about keeping me up. I really don't mind. It's fun. And, it's worth being able to interact with you guys a bit better. Thank you, Moose. I hope that you sleep well too. I'm not going just yet. Feel free to fire away a few more questions. I think I'll give it 5 more minutes. So, quick fire round. Go. See what you guys have to ask. I always fall asleep watching your videos. They're amazing to get through chores too. Thank you. Is it okay to be white? Yes or no? It's okay to be anything. Are you familiar with Dudley, Black Country accent? Heard a recording of my voice and was horrified about how broad it's become. I don't actually know what the Dudley is. Sorry. I love when you do these live chats. Thank you, Venikins. Good night, Denise. Have a good night. Pancakes or waffles? Pancakes. Can you do a Let's Not Meet story? I will soon. Thank you for hanging out with us. I have to go to the kids and husband are hungry. Thank you so much for coming, Autumn. All the best. Sorry. Favorite horror movie is The Ring. What's a motto you live by? I suppose do what you love, be happy, and just be the best you can be. I don't really have a motto, but I just always try and be the best I can. Do you believe in demonic attachment and demonic warfare? I don't know what demonic warfare is, but I do believe in demonic attachment. I once hit my head on a car door. Oh. And then I saw God. I'd love to hear your story. Boxers or briefs? Oh, that's getting a bit personal, but it is boxers. Always listen to you, so thank you for your great work. Thank you for staying up. It's only 7:11 here in Mississippi. Funny was going to ask a movie question too. Could you team up with Creeps McPaster in one video? Both very good. I'll ask him. I think it'd be awesome. Susara, I'm happy for you. I had today off. Thank you so much for making my day. You're such a lovely person. Really, you and Ken Orange Cat. I hope I can make this a habit. Well, It'd be great. But thank you so much for coming. Are you ever coming to Topeka, Kansas, USA? When we do our American road trip, Ryan, we will try and swing by. Autumn is making dinner like a good wife. Well, I do most of the cooking in the house. Just want to say thank you, Mortis, for all. Thank you so much for coming, Jean. Truly, it means a lot. Favourite Doctor Who episode? It's probably the Satan Pit and the one after. I feel like I have a bruja story from my father when he lived in Mexico, but it's so short. Well, I'd still love to read it, but just try and add as much detail as you can. I'd really love to try and get it out. Can I get a shout out from Minnesota? Yes, Nathan, you can. Good night, good night. PC Pikachu? I think that's how you say it. Are you alright yourself? I am not really. Do such Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. I can't really. I really can't. To give you how to pronounce the word in other languages in a story, should I give a side note or how? Yes, a side note for sure. I've got to go for now, but we'll listen. I would love a blooper videos with no editing. Would be a riot. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'll see if I can make one. June stories from Middle East would be a great topic, Susara. You know what? I've already had Angeliki do me the artwork. I've been sitting on it for about a year, so it would be pretty good. But I've actually haven't found enough stories yet. But I'd love to get one. Topeka, Kansas. Come to NJ USA. I will. Do you watch any videos with Pandora? We try and keep her away from technology because we read something that children really shouldn't be looking at screens before they're about 5, just because it kind of messes with their eyesight a little bit. But yeah, obviously sometimes, not all the time, but we try not to watch anything with her because I just don't think it's fair on her. You have a fan from India. Thank you, Santhosh. I hope I said that okay. Good night and thank you. Good night, Ryan. Okay. Favorite pizza topping? It's Hawaiian. Lord Rancid, thank you so much for calling me the best. Oh, I'm getting a bit late to this now. What's your favorite video game? Probably Breath of the Wild. Have you done any doppelganger stories? I have not. My sister once saw a bruja in our room and she was trying to grab me whilst I put my sister started praying. My grandma on my Spanish side is always doing brujeria on me. Adriana, I would love to hear your story. If you write up and send it, it'd be really good. Favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? I want to hear you say his name again. It's actually Turbo Man. I think it's hilarious. What's a bruja? It's a witch. I have a great gin story for you. I promise I will try and find the time to write it down. It all happened in Beirut in 1999. Freaky story. Well, Susara, if you do send it to me, I will definitely be interested. Alright, guys. I think everyone is calling it a night. I just want to say thank you so much for coming, everybody. It's been a really great live stream. Just so that you're aware, there would be no video today because, this is like a video in itself. Did I watch Infinity War? I did. Tears may have been shed. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone coming. It's been a blast. And I'm going to finish it off in the way I always do. So to everybody who's been listening today, thank you always so much for coming. Make sure you stay awesome. And I'll see you in the next one. And let the darkness take control. Thank you for your last minute donation, Amsikins. Good night, and good night to you all. Okay, the stream really is ending now. How do I end it? Where's the button? Good night.